Well, good morning, church. Thank you for joining us for our daily Devo. Today, we're in Revelation chapter 12, an important chapter because most theologians believe this is representative, kind of the midpoint of the tribulation. We're now going to see the rise of the Antichrist. And so first, it kind of gives us some metaphors from the past that we need to understand that brings us into what will be our future. First, we see three characters. We see the woman who represents Israel, or God's people. We see the child who represents Christ, and we see the dragon who represents Satan. And so Israel brings Christ into the world, as we know, who becomes the redemptive agent of the world. And we know now, to this point, he has come, he has died, he has risen again, he has established the church. And then we jump in verse 7 to 12 into the tribulation part now, and we see there is a battle in heaven between Michael, the archangel, and Satan. And in that battle, Satan is thrown down to the earth. He no longer can be there as the accuser of the brethren. And in knowing so, he now knows his time is limited. He knows that it's only a short time before his end. So he wants to wreak as much havoc as possible. And there's a great verse 11 of chapter 12 that says, they triumphed over him, speaking of Satan, by the blood of the Lamb, by the word of their testimony, and they did not love their lives so much as to shrink from death. And we see three things there. They had victory through the blood of Christ, the word of their testimony, and their faithfulness to Christ. And what they will have in the future is what we can have now. No matter what we face, we have that assurance of our relationship with Christ, of our testimony of living faithfully. And as Paul said, we don't fear death because he said to live is Christ, to die is gain. So ultimately, if we have to stand up for Christ to a point where it means laying our life down, we're willing to do that, which really leaves Satan powerless, because his greatest fear to mankind is death. But what is death for us but a promotion? So then what we're going to see going forward now is Satan is on the earth, as there is now the rise of the Antichrist and his last attack and persecution against earth, because before ultimately we're going to see his defeat. We're going to see the establishment of a new heaven, a new earth. And guys, like I've said before, we can feel good because we know that we win. Guys, thank you so much for being part of our daily Devo. I'm glad you're on this journey with us, and I hope you have a blessed day.